Good morning and welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, Love Talk on Babz Rawls Ivy. I am delighted this morning to have Sheila Carmon, Lowell Harris, and Alyssa Eckstein on this morning because they're going to be talking about what's happening in West Haven. Y'all about to put up some showers for the unhoused. Tell me about this, Sheila.
Good morning, Babs, and good morning, Alyssa and Mr. Harris. Thank you so much for having us. Power in a shower. We can't thank Mr. Harris enough for what he does and this great idea. One of the greatest needs is access to showers. And Power in a Shower will be stationed monthly beginning July 14th at Wheat Pantry, 674 Washington Avenue here in West Haven. It will occur on a monthly basis through November. So the following dates are July 14th, August 11th. We happen to have two during the month of August, August 18th, September 8th, October 6th, and November 17th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.
All right, so Lo, tell me, what is Power in a Shower? What is it? What is that?
Good morning, everybody. Power in a Shower is an organization, and it's a mobile unit that specializes in bringing hope and dignity to showers. And so our goal and aim is to help those who are unhoused and homeless to maintain their dignity as they go through this period of life. And we have done some research and realized that showers is one of those things that revives everybody's attitude, everybody's mindset, give them a chance to reset. And so Power in a Shower does that to the homeless and unhoused. And that's what we endeavor to do.
How long have you been doing this? And I think you're in New Haven too.
Yes, we're in New Haven.
Okay.
I first started this back in 2018 in the city of, on the streets of New York. Power in a Shower was started in the height of the pandemic in 2020, 2021. We started serving fully in 2022 and have been doing it on a seasonal basis from since then, and have improved and endeavored to change to continue to put the people that we serve and their needs first, making them feel the way that we want them, which is like a person. And so that's what we endeavor and kind of have been doing.
So Sheila and Alyssa, tell me about the unhoused population in West Haven. And how do you keep track?
Sure. Good morning. Thank you so much for having us today. Really excited to be here. So as the city's social worker, I directly engage with folks right in the community. I'm at our local libraries at least 2 times a week. I visit people in their homes. I'm able to meet with them in the community, wherever really feels safest for them. So in doing this work, spending a significant amount of time engaging directly with individuals who are struggling, we really saw this come up as an area of need, right? Time and time again, I'm hearing that folks do not have a place to shower, and that's really something that they're looking for. So as basic as that sounds, that need is not being met for a lot of people. And it's not just folks experiencing homelessness, right? It's also residents who are living in unstable housing, maybe who are struggling to make ends meet, who have had their utilities shut off due to economic hardship. And we really wanted to create a judgment-free zone, an accessible space where people could come to receive this service and also receive some support from us.
And so do you have a number of how many unhoused people reside in or not reside in West Haven?
Unfortunately, we don't have an exact number. Folks, move from community to community, depending a lot on where services are available. But we do have a significant population of unhoused individuals in West Haven.
Okay. So Sheila, in bringing a shower system to the community, what was there any barriers to this? Like, did people say, "I don't want that in my neighborhood," or "I don't"? What is this?
N- Actually, no, Babs. We did not get any pushback. Um, People realize that this is an essential service that many of us take for granted, right? And showers are dignity. Hygiene isn't just about health; it affects everything: mental well-being, their confidence level, the ability to attend an appointment or apply for a job. So, bringing this essential service restores a sense of dignity to those who have fallen on hard times, and we didn't receive any pushback.
So Lowell, tell me about the actual shower. It's not an open air shower, right? Like it's in a, like I'm not like outside and the curtain opens and people can see me showering.
It's
Tell me
pretty
about
fancy, Babs. It's pretty fancy.
it.
We want to make sure that all of our clients feel very comfortable from the time they approach our station. Um, Everybody, we have four in this unit. We have four shower stalls, each with a private door that the individual or the guest could go in and lock that door and feel comfortable. Each stall has a seat in it, a mirror, a face basin, and a what we'll call a standard size shower unit. And in all of our cubicles, we have our um, lotion, lotion dispenser. We have shower dispenser, um, and shampoo and conditioner. Just as if you would have done in most modern day hotels. And so we make sure that they feel that dignity as they step in, that everything is set up there for them. Each person gets a kit upon arrival to the desk. They'll get a kit that has a t-shirt, underwear, socks, um, toothbrush, toothpaste, and a face cloth. And they would be talked to, encouraged. We engage with them. Each person signs their name, basic information, size, gender, age, category. When the turn comes, we would escort them to the shower, help them to get in if need to. Some people would explain to them how it operates. We don't take it for granted that everybody knows how to operate a one lever shower. We have learned that some people have never had that before. And as they enter into the shower or into the cubicle, we write each person's name on a erasable pad that's on the door. So each person is always referred to by their name. And so we could always check on that person and make them and let them know that they are from personal to us by addressing them by their name at all times.
And how long do they get to take a shower? Because I know at my house, I'm looking at people hard if they're in there longer than 20 minutes.
Well, we give everybody between 7 to 15 minutes to take a
Okay.
shower. Some people would get in and out. Some people would take a little longer. If there's not a line, we have some regular customers. They know the drill. We don't stress you sometimes if there's not a line. We don't stress you at all if there's not a line. But we just ask you to be mindful that there are others who are waiting. And so get in, do your thing, come out, and be on your way. And we have had very, very good reception for that. The folks are very respectful. Once they come, they understand what we do, the need for it, and so they help us to keep it going. I should mention that after every shower, the attendant goes in and desanitize the shower, the stall. Wash it, clean it, takes everything out, put a new mat in, and set it up for the next guest to enter.
Oh, okay. So Sheila, do you have to raise money for this? Like, is this in the West Haven budget? Like,
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to be able to use our opera funding to support this initiative, and yeah,
Now, are you the director of health in
I
West Haven?
I am fortunate enough to be the director of health here. Yes,
And how long have you been there?
I've been here since February.
Oh, so you're new.
I am.
Okay. All right. So are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I can't thank the mayor enough for the opportunity. Mayor
All
Boer
right.
is doing wonderful things to turn the city around, to strengthen it.
Lowell, so how do you maintain this? Where do you get the clothes from? Where do you get the soap from and the towels? Like, where do you get all that from?
Yeah, it's a very, very costly venture. When we started out new, it was a thing in my mind, wanted to restore dignity. And so I started it, funding it. The city of New Haven picked us up, and we work on a contractual basis with the city of New Haven. And so we are able to buy the supplies. Unfortunately, with the rising cost of everything after COVID, we have been stuck with just really struggling to keep it afloat because the numbers have gone up. The cost of everything, t-shirts, underwears. When we started, the towels that we used, the disposable towels, were $39 for 200. Now we are paying $115 for the same 200. There was one time we were paying $150 for the same 200 disposable showers, disposable towels. And so that shows you some of the challenges that we have. Everything that we give to our clients are brand new. The underwears, we don't reuse. The underwears, the t-shirts, the socks that touches your body is brand new. We do occasionally provide outer garments when we have new donations. And sometimes we do get slightly used donations of trousers and shirts that are in very good condition. And we do give those to the guests when they shower. But we do not always advertise, but we always keep some on stock because some guys come and their clothes is just so smelly. You cannot have them to have a shower and put that back on. And so we always would have something in our stock that we could say, no, bro, you need to change from that to something else. So we give them sweatpants, sweatshirts, and other needs that we would collect, or some people would donate from time to time. But I would say that our system is catered to one-time use. Gone are the days when we used to give everybody a big thing. So your toothbrush, toothpaste is a one-time use. Your face cloth is a one-time use. Just enough maybe to use it twice. Your deodorant is a one-time use. It's just that small.
Oh, okay, okay. So, Alyssa, are you there or your staff there to because I was reading in the flyer that Sheila sent me that people can talk to a social worker if they want.
Yes, absolutely. I will be there for all of the dates. At our kickoff event specifically on the 14th, I will be there along with barber services, which will be provided by Dexter's out of New Haven in
No, we
Asa
know
Foods.
Dexter. Dexter's a
Yeah,
great guy.
he's wonderful. We're so grateful for, for him volunteering
They
his
used to do
time.
it in New Haven. Kay Holness, Dexter,
Yes.
Omar Sangster. They used to do it on the green. For a couple of years, they did it on the green.
They sure
Yeah,
did, Babs.
that's exactly what inspired us. And we'll also have Asa Fades, which is a barbershop out of Hamden.
Hmm.
So folks can come down, receive barber services if they choose to, engage with a social worker if they'd like. And that's really part of the idea behind this, right? We're looking at the showers as a gateway to connection. We're hoping that folks will come down, receive a shower, start to build trust and rapport with me or other service providers. And I can help facilitate them accessing the services that we're working so hard to strengthen throughout the city of West Haven.
So Sheila, have you talked to the New Haven Health Department people to see how the showers are going? Did they say anything?
Well, Babs, I was there in New Haven when the showers came.
Oh,
So I
of
know
course you were. Yes.
exactly how well that initiative is going. And that inspired, me to bring it here. Yeah.
So when people come to the shower and they've never had a shower like this, are they nervous? Like, how do you calm their nerves about taking a shower in a very public, private way?
I mean, that's one of the things that we engage from the time they start walking towards the table, is to engage them in some form of conversation. Make them feel, okay, it's okay, we're here for you. Most people at first would not conversate much, but again, we build trust over a period of time by the way that we treat. Some folks have bad days, bad nights. Regardless to what, we're here to serve you. We have never had anybody since I've been doing this who have come with a bad attitude, a bad night, or a situation, who have gone into the showers and come back out with that same attitude. I always tell them when I'm around that if you come out with the same bad attitude, I'm going to send you back into a second shower because you just did not have a shower. But we have seen where everybody who have cursed us out even before they go inside, somehow when they come back out, have a whole new demeanor and is willing to say, hey, I'm sorry. I messed up. I had a bad time, but I'm feeling better now. And we see over the years that how important and how transformative a shower is, especially to those who are unhoused.
So now I would imagine, Lowell, that you get to know people over a period of time. Like people who come back because they know you're going to be there so they could get a shower.
Oh yes. They become an extended part of what I would consider my network of folks. Even though I don't get to go to New Haven every time, I'll take the time to go up just to meet with certain guys who I know they're going to come to get a shower. Certain guys I go just to connect with them because they're coming there for that connection. We have had folks who have transitioned on because that's one of the things that we try to do when you build that connection, when you build that rapport, then we make recommendations to see the case worker so that you can move on to the next level. There are folks who have moved on into back into society, back into to housing, and have gotten back into to everything. And they come back from time to time just to say thank you. They come back just to connect and say, hey, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have been where I am. We have had one young lady who have worked with us for the last 3 years as a volunteer. And I'm just happy to say we invested a lot of time in her. And now she has a job now. She's working, stable, trying to get housing and trying to move. And that's what we bring to the network: stability, connection, helping people to get back into a better form of life.
And so you do see women, right? Like it's not just men.
Oh no, we have women. We have quite a few women who use the services. We cover all bases. We have all of the undergarments, all the sanitary things that they need. We have women on staff that deals with them when they come. If not, they're more comfortable at the time to deal with the attendant because the attendant have been there for so long. At the time that I've been there, when I missed a couple of weeks and when I go, folks would say, hey, I would wait until the attendant come. I'm saying, but I would help you. They say, I don't know you, because they want to deal with the person who they're accustomed to.
So Sheila, is the idea to get more dates on the calendar?
Well, this is our pilot. We're going to start monthly. Our population is smaller than New Haven's, obviously, and we're going to see how it goes. We're going to do it through November, which I think is when Mr. Harris ends. Anyway, I think it's seasonal, so we'll do it through November. We'll allow individuals to visit this judgment-free zone clean up and feel human again. We're going to provide soap, shampoo, and dignity. And our social worker will be on site, as well as my other staff members, to provide some basic need items as well.
So listen, what kinds of things do you anticipate helping with people with? Like what is in your wheelhouse to help people when they come to these showers?
I
Well,
typically like to ask folks, what do you need help with, right? And kind of start there. Our services run the entire gamut. So a lot of what I see is around housing instability, job resource, accessing state benefits such as SNAP, Medicaid, etc. Even some work around immigration paperwork, really any and everything that comes up with folks, I do my best to assist with. And if it's not me, I will facilitate a warm handoff to someone who might be better suited for their needs.
So Lo, are you just in New Haven and now West Haven? Like where are you? Like how many of these showers are you doing all over the place?
We're in Hartford, Connecticut. We have been working with the Hartford Healthcare. We do provide services at Hands on Hartford on a twice a month basis. We go as far as Enfield, which is quite a ways up. We do service them on a once a month basis, and we do have a couple of other areas that are showing interest. To check it out, see what it's how it's doing, how it's working. We do provide services when we have churches who have give back days on the weekends. I would go and provide that service as the give back days to the community. We try to get out as much as we can, and the funding that we do get help us to be able to keep it going. The cost is really, as we do more, the cost seems to go up more in covering this, but we are committed. I am committed. My staff is committed to keep this going. Thank you to the people in Connecticut, New Haven, now West Haven, Hartford, and the other areas that are coming on to see the vision and understand that showers is a human right. It brings back dignity. I should mention that 2 years ago, the Southern University of Connecticut did a study, in-depth research on us for 1 month, questioning or talking to the clients and guests who come through for a month basis, asking them how does this affect their lives. And you can find this online. It's also connected to our website, but you can Google it, and they have it on their website as well too. And they use it as a teaching tool to talk about the importance of toilets and showers, but more so showers in the diaspora.
Mm-hmm. This is fascinating stuff. I don't think people understand until they're confronted with it how important it is just for basic hygiene. When you see
Absolutely.
unhoused people, then you have to start thinking, where do they go to the bathroom? Where do they get changed and washed? And how do they take care of themselves? Because once you leave the shelter until you come back to the shelter. But what happens during the day when you might want to go on a job interview or do something and you have to get a shower and put on some fresher clothes. So this is fascinating. So this is your pilot program. You've got a lot of dates. You're running them until the fall. And then do you, Sheila, decide after looking at the data that you get and the number of people served and budget and all the stuff that's going on? Do you think about, okay, we started back up in the spring?
Yeah, that's a question for Mr. Harris, but to your question, Babz, absolutely. So we look at the data, we make an assessment, and I hope that this is something that we'll be able to provide the unhoused community here in West Haven again.
Okay, I love that. So Alyssa, you are prepared to be on site and to help people with asking them what they need and then gently networking them into some sort of system where they can, if it's housing or meals or health or,
Mhm.
any of those kinds of things.
Yes, that's exactly right. And to your question earlier, Babs, I'd really like to add that partnering with Power in a Shower is really part of a bigger vision for the city of West Haven. In 2024, Mayor Borer made a number of strategic investments into the city. So she added new positions to the health department. I was hired as a social worker. We have a community health coordinator. We have someone working in youth and family services and a new outreach specialist at our senior center. We also onboarded a new commissioner of health and human services for the city of West Haven. So we're really looking at innovation, compassion, serving folks in a way that is equitable, and I'm really hopeful that this pilot will be a successful demonstration and something that we can continue in the future because it's certainly needed.
And so, Sheila, do you have I don't think y'all have a homeless shelter in West Haven, do you?
We do not. We do not. But during the winter, obviously we open up a warming center, and during the summer we turn that warming center into our cooling center.
Okay.
And the libraries are also open for that very same purpose.
Okay. Okay. So you do provide some support toward the unhoused folks in West Haven.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Okay. And so, all right, Lo, how long have you been doing this?
2018 was when I officially went on the streets and put that dream that I've had for maybe 10 years before that into action.
So this dream of
I've
yours,
been,
so did you just witness people? Like, how is this your dream? Because people see homeless people all the time, and nobody's thinking, "Oh, they maybe need a shower." Like,
well,
what sparked this for you?
my background well, I've served in a lot of capacities. Disaster response personnel who respond to a lot of disasters around North America and around the world. And one of the things with my local church and organization, which is Seventh-day Adventist, I was looking to see how I can better serve the community. And I remember attending a conference, and one of the things that they said, people who sit down to plan for these people have no idea what it is to be homeless. They all have always had some place to live. And so the idea came up, why not go on the street and get a first hand of what it is to be homeless? And so that is where it started. I went on the street for a couple of weekends with a couple of people, and we lived for the weekend on the street through the
Whoa.
homeless eyes. And one of the things I found out back then in 2005, 2006 was that we couldn't get a shower. In New York City, we could not get a shower. We could get almost everything else, but we couldn't get a shower. And I promised myself that one of these days I would like to provide showers for the unhoused and for the homeless. I didn't have the funding or the know-how, but it has been always in my in my forefront of my mind. So when the opportunity arrived, I jumped at it, started it, and I was impressed. And folks pushed and say, "Hey, you need to do this. You can't give it off to somebody else to do." And so with little or no money, but just a dream and a passion to make this happen, I ventured out to build the first unit and to see how it would work and operate. It has been a long learning experience. So much things I've learned, so many people I've met, but I would not in any way trade it for anything else, and I would not turn back, but to continue to build it and to make sure that people who are unhoused and homeless would always have a place to come and shower. And that's why we make it mobile, because we can move around from place to place. Most places cannot do it. The overhead cost of maintenance and upkeep when we do that, we provide that stability, and it's much easier to maintain and to upkeep. We do
Thank you.
provide at my office. Well, I'm not. My office is not in Connecticut, but at my office, we do provide the service there once I'm there in the afternoons, Tuesday, Thursdays, and on Sundays. People can call, and if I'm around, I would always come to make sure that that person gets a shower.
So, Sheila, tell us again what the dates are.
Sure. Power in a Shower will be stationed at Wheat Pantry, 674 Washington Avenue here in West Haven on the following Mondays: July 14th, August 11th, August 18th, September 8th, October 6th, and November 17th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And they can get the toiletries. Well, I love this one-use toiletry. They get deodorant, soap, shampoo, conditioner, lotion, toothbrush, toothpaste, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They get
Yes,
all of
yes.
that. And fresh
We
clothes.
do give kits when we have to. There are some folks that live in shelters, and so they have some place to shower, but sometimes they just don't have a kit, and so we have at times have kit that's suited for that. And so when some folks come by, they sign up, they sign it, whatever it is, they get a kit and they keep on moving. And that's why folks sometimes want to donate, but we say it's best to donate cash, because when you donate a family size body wash,
Yes, you
it
can't
just does
carry
not
it.
work for
Yeah.
for somebody who's homeless. But when we buy from our distributors who tailor them to our needs, then it works easier for them to just put it in a plastic bag if they have anything left, or if not, we don't feel like it's waste because it's a one-time use.
Well,
And Babz,
yes.
the health department will also be on site, and we will be providing some basic needs items as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good to know. So I'm looking forward to this. I hope you come back and just give me an update, Sheila, of how
Absolutely.
y'all come back and say how it worked well in West Haven and all the people that you served. I
We'd
think
love
this is
to.
fascinating stuff, and high five to West Haven for thinking about this and actually executing it. So I'm wishing you every success, and let me know how it goes. I want to know. So
Well, certainly. And West Haven is on the move, Babz. Under the mayor's leadership and guidance, she's also implemented a huge domestic violence campaign. Don't know if you saw us on NBC Connecticut on yesterday talking about this initiative, bringing awareness. We're doing something innovative, thinking outside the box, going into barber salons and hair salons to talk to them and train them on recognizing the signs. So West Haven is definitely on the move.
listen, you got my dear friend Ruby Melton on your city
Yes,
council.
we do.
So I know
Yes, we
darn
do.
well things are going to be on and popping. So thank you so much, Sheila, for reaching out, and
Thank you
Alyssa
for
for coming
having
on,
us.
Lowell for coming on. I think a lot of
Thank
people are
you.
going to be very interested in what y'all are doing in West Haven. So thank you so much for coming on, and stay cool, and high five to Power in the Shower.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Have a
That's
great
right.
day.
Thank you, Harry. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank y'all.